Welcome to Midnight Linux. So today we are going to be making a bootable Clonezilla USB. Clonezilla is a imaging software that you can use to make a copy of your operating system. So if you're thinking about moving to Linux and trying it out, or just changing to another operating system, and you want to have the ability to go back to your original computer as it was, this is the perfect way to get started. So go to Clonezilla website. I googled it and it's clonezilla.org. Then go to the downloads, and then what you need is the stable version right here, and make sure you get ISO and download. So it's gonna start downloading. It takes like a few minutes, but yes, this is a great program, and I definitely recommend it. You boot into it you got to get into your BIOS and boot into it, but it's pretty simple. Anyway, I'll be back when it's ready. And here we are. It's ready to go, and all you have to do is make your USB Clonezilla bootable drive, and by using Rufus you can do that. If you don't have Rufus, get it from I believe just Google Rufus. I believe it was rufus.org. Otherwise Google Rufus and get it, and then what you do is start up the program, and you'll see that it lets you choose your ISO. So go to your Clonezilla that you downloaded, and you don't have to change any of the options. You just click on start, and then right here make sure you click on DD image mode, because it is a Linux partition that you are writing. On ISO mode, I haven't had any luck lately, so DD seems to work. And then you click OK. Make sure that you don't have anything important before clicking OK, and then click OK. It'll start writing the bootable USB, and then it's ready. So you can close out of this, and you have your USB now that you can make images with. You'll need another bigger hard drive, external drive, or an internal drive that you're gonna save the image on. It doesn't save it to this USB, so you'll need an extra drive big enough for your operating system and files. So if you're on Linux, use Balena Etcher to make your bootable USB. It's the easiest way on Linux. And so to get started, we just have to reboot, and we're gonna have to hit delete on mine. Every computer is different. It might be F12 or F10 or F2. look it up for your manufacturer of your computer, and then it'll let you know what key to hit when you boot up. So I think we're ready here. Let's hit reboot. And then also, so you're aware, here we go. So we're rebooting. I'm gonna be hitting the delete key on mine. Yours is a little different, so depending on yours. I got into my BIOS here, and then I just have to change the boot priority. Make sure that the USB is the first one to boot from. Also, you might need to go into advanced settings and turn off secure boot if yours is on. Disable secure boot, because a lot of times that is one of the issues if it doesn't boot. And we'll let it boot up, and you'll see the Clonezilla interface. It's a little overwhelming for a new person, but it's super easy. You'll see that it's once you do it once, it's very, you won't forget how to do it. It's just needs, you just need to follow along with somebody the first time, and you'll see that it's a fairly simple procedure. So there we hit enter on the first one. We're gonna start the boot process here. Start Clonezilla, I mean. It takes a little bit to get started. Okay, so we'll pick our English. You just hit enter. Keyboard, you just hit enter, unless you need to change it, of course. Start Clonezilla, you just hit enter. Work with the disks and partitions, you hit enter there. And as you can see, there's other it has a lot of functionality. Local dev, use local drive, you hit enter. And right here it says make sure you have your drive that you're going to save the image onto plugged in, and then hit enter. So in my case, it's a SanDisk external drive, a SanDisk SSD basically, that I'm going to use. And as long as you have one big enough to hold, make sure it's big enough to hold all your data. And there you can see my SanDisk is showing. So you hit Control C to continue. And here it asks you for a home part image device. Basically, it's where you're gonna save your images. So I'm gonna go down to my SanDisk to highlight it, and then tab and hit OK. Here it wants to check your file system. I skip it, so I hit tab and then OK. But you can do that if you want. And here it's gonna be, this is if you have any files on your SSD or drive that you're saving it to, it's gonna show up here. Like if you have a backup folder that you're gonna use, you just highlight the backup folder and then tab and done. But I don't have any folders, so I just hit done on mine. I don't have I didn't pre-populate this with any folders. And it's it does put the image in a folder for you, just so you know. And here you just hit enter to continue, and then hit enter for beginner mode, and save disk as an image. So I'm gonna save the whole disk, so hit enter or tab and OK, however you want to do it. You could, as you can see there, do just parts of your disk, but I'm gonna do the whole Windows partition, so it saves all my files, it saves all the settings. So the first one is usually what I always do. Here I give it a name, and usually put like a date, so that way I don't have trouble finding it. So I know which one I need when I'm restoring the partition. And then here, make sure you highlight your main SSD. You might have to hit space to get that little asterisk to show up. And then you tab to OK once you have your main SSD highlighted. And hit enter. Here it just asks what kind of encryption you want to use. I just keep the default, and I tab over to OK and hit enter. And if you want to check your file system, and I'm going to skip that, but you can do that if you like. I'm going to tab over to OK and hit enter. And this is if you want to check the image once it is saved. I'm gonna, for the purpose of time, I'm gonna go over to no and skip it. But you can do that if you want. It'll just check that the image is okay. And I'm gonna tab over to OK and enter. And here you can encrypt the image. I'm not going to encrypt it, but you can. It's something you can do here. And then I'm going to go to OK. And do I want to save log files? I'm going to put no, and then tab over to OK, hit enter. And here is what it's going to do when it's done. I'm going to have it let me choose at the end whether to reboot or shut down. So I always leave it on that first one, and I tab to OK and hit enter. So here we should be getting started. Here it shows you that it's gonna start. You hit enter once, and then here you will put a yes or a Y for yes, and then hit enter. And it has started. As you can see, it will take usually between 10 minutes to maybe an hour. It depends on how much ad data is on your operating system drive, you know. And I will be back. Okay, we're done. It's saved successfully, as you can see there, and now you can hit enter. And then here you just go to power off if you want to power off, and that's it. It's done. Now the only thing different when you want to restore a partition is you when you get to that screen that says save partition, it'll have another option because it'll see that you have an image already, so it'll show restore partition below that, and that is how you would restore your partitions to go back to your old operating system. I might make a video about that just in case you guys need to see it, but it's fairly simple. Like I said, once it sees that you have a image, it'll give you that option when you get to that page. It's very simple. It just says restore partition, and then you'll go ahead and pick the partition you want to restore. It's very simple. Well, I hope you guys learned something, and I will see you guys in the next video.